Chicago. If you're in the Northeast or Midwest, you're not dreaming, it's looking like a white Christmas. But the trade-off is hazardous driving conditions across New England and the Great Plains. Out west, the Rocky Mountains have been pounded this weekend. The National Weather Service issued a blizzard warning through 5 p.m. on Monday for portions of central and northern Maine. Forecasters warned that snow and wind gusts up to 50 miles per hour could make travel dangerous to impossible. In other parts of New England, a winter storm warning was in effect, with up to a foot of snow possible in some areas. All runways were temporarily closed and flights were delayed at Boston's Logan International Airport on Monday, due to a sudden change in temperature. Crews weren't able to keep up with the snow, so the airport is not departing or landing aircrafts for the time being, but there is a light schedule due to the holiday, so that's helpful, a Massport spokesperson told CBS News. On the roads, the Massachusetts Department of Transportation said it had nearly 2,000 crews out plowing as of 10 a.m., CBS Boston reports. We really advise stay in as much as you can, and if you have to go out, take it slow and leave lots of space, MassDOT Highway Administrator Jonathan Gular said. Eversource reported more than 20,000 customers in eastern Massachusetts without electricity, the bulk on Cape Cod, which was feeling the brunt of strong winds. Forecasters in Gray, Maine, warned of up to 11 inches in portions of New Hampshire and Maine. Wind gusts were expected up to 45 miles per hour, which could lead to power outages. Around 4 to 8 inches of snow were forecast for Vermont. In the Midwest, the winter storm system descending on the Mississippi River and to the east started in Nebraska, swept across Iowa, and will dump several inches of snow on Chicago. Aside from a lake effect dump of as much as 4 inches, accumulation in the nation's third-largest city will be slightly less than predicted, said Ricky Castro, a meteorologist with the National Weather Service. It's a welcome sight for snow lovers in a season that's been short on the white stuff so far, just over 2 inches previously in Chicago, Castro said. It's a more wintry feel for Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, with a cold week ahead, Castro said. Despite the whiteout conditions at Soldier Field along Lake Michigan, the Chicago Bears slid to their 5th victory of the season over the winless Cleveland Browns. No injuries or deaths had been reported because of the weather, but travel was hazardous. Most of Indiana was under winter weather advisory, with officials urging motorists to stay put unless they absolutely had to travel. Northern Indiana was expecting up to 5 inches, with slightly less in the southern part of the state. O'Hare and Midway International Airports in Chicago were reporting minor delays averaging 15 minutes. Arriving flights at O'Hare were delayed by an average of 80 minutes by late in the afternoon Sunday. Detroit Metropolitan Wayne County Airport was experiencing gate delays of about 15 minutes. A snowblower is used prior to the game between the Chicago Bears and the Cleveland Browns at Soldier Field on December 24, 2017 in Chicago, Illinois. Weather forecasters issued winter storm warnings for much of New England. The National Weather Service said up to 10 inches of snow are possible in portions of northern and western Massachusetts and Connecticut. Forecasters warned drivers to be prepared for significant reductions in visibility and warned of fallen tree branches. Along the coast, New York could end up with wet snow, but areas inland could see substantial snowfall, Castro said. Mountain areas in parts of Colorado, Montana, and Wyoming received more than a foot of snow, which started Saturday. It was good news for holiday skiers in resorts which have struggled with a slow start this season. But it meant a heightened warning of avalanches in higher elevations outside of ski areas. In Washington state, forecasters said 1 to 3 inches of snow could be on the ground by Christmas morning in parts of the state. A record number of Americans are traveling for the holidays. According to AAA, more than 107 million Americans will be away from home between Saturday and New Year's Day. That includes more than 97 million hitting the road.